Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are finalising. Hello and welcome to the channel. Why am I stooping down? Because I want you to be able to learn something from this table. I also want you to be able to see me. Right? So it's been okay, right, let's get on with this. It's been a bit windy, weather's not been great, I've been really lazy, but I want to get this finished. Okay, let's get on with it then. Okay, let's get on with it. On with it! Well, it depends where exactly I am, isn't it really? Right, okay, stop messing about. Today, with this steel, I really want to get this place tidied up, it's bugging me. I want to get the whole place cleaned up. I want to turn it into an art museum, it's my long term plan. The other thing I'm worried about is that the phone blows off there, because it did that yesterday. And it landed in the aluminium tin bin which protected it. So I've just put the aluminium tin bin right in front of it. So if you blow off, you'll land in there, okay? It's coming in gusty winds. Right, let's go on with this. That was a wee magnet, I should have carried that about with me. So what's been happening? What's this? Is that aluminium? Yeah. Right, so I'm trying to get on. So I wanted to do this yesterday, but I was helping somebody, and then the weather, of course. I've seen it. I had a knife. Where's the knife gone? The weather has been appalling. Right, so it's that time of year, you know, the end of the year, when you realise your life's fucked. And you might as well just give up. Go and play with your Cindy dolls. And just give up on everything. Yeah. So what we've got here, we've got a kettle lead. I mean, I do keep them because I need them, but you know, the wind's going nuts. What am I going to do with this one? I'm going to keep on, had it because we need it. I think I've already got some hanging up in the garage. Yeah, let's just keep it. Do need them from time to time. What is this? Metal tin. Every little helps. So what's this? It's metal. In the past I would strip all the wiring out of this. I can't be bothered. It's too much trouble. That's worth. Yeah. So this is a. Let's get the cables off. That's all. this? That's metal. Put that in the metal bin. Put that in there. Try and do this quick. You know, try not to. I used to strip everything down, and it's not worth it. I mean, I think some of them, the scrappies probably have a machine that they can put everything in. I'm not sure how to do total recycling. Recycling centres and stuff. I don't know. Yet another plug. So I've been going on. I've been thinking about people and behaviours and where things have got us. I think a lot of our problems it's just when you read stuff on the internet and you read between the lines of everything and you wonder how's it went like this, you know, how's things got to this stage, and where people are so selfish, and the net result is they're not really getting what they want. Do they know what they want? Do they even know? And I might do a video later, but there's this woman. There's always this woman, 42, three daughters, been thrown out of our rented accommodation. The daughters are living with her ex, so she's got this big post on this. This is on the camping page, car camping. So it's like you always kind of see them. The women, well, not all women, but a certain type of women come to these places, and there's always all the hidden agendas of what they're actually trying to do, and they're very narcissistic, you know. And that's because feminism has dictated that men have to leave them alone. They let them be narcissistic. So there's a reward for it. The feminist bullshit. See these little screws? They're wood screws, aren't they? So anyway, she's in this so her man's got the two daughters, because one of them's grown up. And where's my tools? So where's my chisel? So our man's, he's got the daughters. He's got a house somewhere to live. So who's dumb in this story? Then she turns out to say she's a mechanic. But she's wanted. It gets funnier and funnier, this story. She wants to set up a business. And what she's saying is only for women. So she says, I don't want to offend anyone, but this business is only for women. So why would you want to set up a business only for women? Okay, so, well, it's a mechanic in business. She wants to set up a mechanic in business only for women. like for women customers. I mean, we'll have to have a look at this later. The whole thing's just riddled with nonsense. It's almost as crazy as the LGBT stuff. It's just based on. It's just somebody who hasn't grown up. Somebody who. See, that's a bit of a. There's a bit of I don't want that to ping away. That bit of. Come on! Out you go and just fall down with it. Oh! With the rest of the aluminium. Well, yes. So what I gather from that woman, is that this is the funny thing. She wants to set up a business for women, but she's wanting help, is really what she's asking for. It mentions Toyotas. Toyotas are in it. So there's all the emotional stuff, plus there's Toyotas. So what gets me is she'll be quite happy to take help from a man, but she doesn't want to deal with him in business. Am I overthinking this? You know what? So she wants a man to come and help her. They always want to help. So then they're sort of defenceless women. But when it comes to business, they're not. They're strong women. It's just such a. I think that's a sort of like to make up a business just for one group. It's pure sexism. It's like racism. It's like saying it's a black only business. Only for women, you know? Why? Why is that? The whole thing's fundamentally, the whole notion is just shite. Why should it be, like, it's just that thing. I mean, Jordan Peterson is the one to find out about all this stuff. He explains it all perfectly. So basically, right, so the brass is pinged away. God, it's pinged away. Well, anyways, I'll be sweeping up, so I'll find it when I sweep up. Okay, that's annoying, it's a lump of brass. Sorry. So I think most people they're just full of bullshit. It's just waffle and bullshit. You know, and the whole you've got in your, is that plastic? Wow, that's a weird one. Is that plastic or stainless steel? That is steel. If it was plastic, oh, it is plastic. It's just people trying to constantly try to outmaneuver reality. That's all that is. It's just, God knows what this is. It's not ferrous anyway. Is it aluminium? And there's always somebody there's always somebody that's got to clean up behind them. That's the whole thing about it. So I'm not saying that there isn't anybody that cleans up behind me. I mean that metaphorically. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm not pretending that I'm some kind of fake being. Superpowers and everything. You I'm not trying to pretend that I'm a strong woman or something like that, or some kind of strong this and strong that. That's just bollocks. I think I'd like to see people waking up to reality. There's somebody here has got an Audi with a big engine, and I can hear it right now. Oh yes. There's somebody pointing out the tax increases, the road tax, but they didn't. I don't know if that's applying to new, powerful vehicles, because you know how the government has a war. It's not a war. They're just making money out of it. That's all they're really into. Make money out of it. It's the plan. They don't care about the environment. See what I mean about breaking plastic? It fucks off all over the place. Makes some mess. So I think, that phrase, make your bed, you lie in it. I mean, that's what I'm having to do. That's aluminium. Right, so bit of brass in there. This is a bit monotonous doing this job. Try to I suppose it's for the greater good. It is for the greater good. But that's too much messing about to do that. Get that out. I mean, there is copper in that. Just get the copper off it. No, it's just. I wasn't sure whether. Right. These sorts of videos, they are. It's like. Basically, a lot of people criticise what I'm doing, but a lot of them don't do anything themselves. So, this is the best I can come up with at the moment. So, my sort of policy is just share what you're doing. And this is what I'm doing. And if people don't like it, they don't have to watch it. Nobody's forcing them to watch it, so I suppose it's just I suppose some people find it interesting. Sometimes if I'm not in the best of moods just now, so I'm not very entertaining at the moment. I'm a bit miserable, I think. But, it comes from various reasons, but basically what I've seen with that woman I was talking to you about on Facebook, she's a complete user who had made an arse of her life, and it's the decisions that she's made that's got her to where she is, and she's mooching off, and all these people are so honest, and they're not honest, they're just going, oh, I feel sorry for you and all this stuff. The other thing is they've always got blue hair or red hair, like a really weird dyed hair, and it's a type of person that, and because I'm say nearly 20 years older than her, I've seen it all. I've seen it before. So I've seen that type of behaviour, selfish behaviour, short-term behaviour. You know, and it's just not how things work. You know, certainly in business anyway. But you've really got to ask yourself what it is you are honestly after. There's a lot of soul searching to be done. You know, when you claim you want to have your own business, what's it for? You've got to be honest about what you want. Is it just money you're wanting? Be honest. Say that. Say the only reason you want your own business is just pure greed. Just say that. And then somebody could help you with that, to point you in the right direction, that is not, you know, the essence of why you should be in business. That's just pure greed. It's the only thing you want is money. What you want to do with the money. I want to indulge myself. You know, I want to indulge myself and just buy shit for myself. I want to go to the pub and get drunk all the time. Well, then you're not going to be able to run a business, are you? Because you're going to be drunk. I think pretty much anything that anybody ever wants to do is okay, for the most part, if they're honest about it. And if you can't be honest about it, that means you know it's not acceptable. You know, whatever it might be, it's not acceptable. Who's it not acceptable to? I'm keeping a lot of these wood screws. So that's magnetic. You'd think that would be stainless steel, but it's not. Look at it. Yeah. They're just little bolts. You might be saying to yourself, oh, they're quite good door handles, but you know, it's just that thing, you usually go and get someone when you need it, don't you? So the kettles are awkward. I mean, there's like bits inside them that are sort of some kind of mixture of brass, and it's got tamper-proof screws at the bottom. Really, I'd be better just chucking this into the. So like that's stainless steel. So I've got to unscrew all that to get that out. Might be quicker just hitting it with a hammer. There's aluminium and everything in there. Oh God. I really don't like doing too much of this. It's too messy, too time wasting. Well, we can do it quickly. That's full of copper. Well, not copper, it's brass sort of things. Just so some of these metals are a bit hard to identify. Whether they're a mixture of, you know, like alloy, some kind of alloy mix or something. You know, it's like just throw a bit of wire in. Again, I'll sweep up when I'm finished. So I think the analogies with the bears, you know, you free up, you want to go and free the bears. The arrogance of it, that you thought you wanted to free the women from their duties and roles and in society, and I was kind of doomed right from the start. Me, just with the whole setup, didn't stand a chance. It's a miracle I'm actually still alive. I was totally victimised right from the very beginning. Didn't really stand much of a chance. Being the youngest as well can be a problem. Because you're by definition you're on the back foot. You know, you're not going to stand much of a chance. Really, sadly. So this is like aluminium, this bit here. Well, it is aluminium, it's not like aluminium. I don't want to do too much of this. But I don't have that much, so I want to get this finished today and then get all cleaned up and then get into the art studio. Get all this ready to take it away whenever I get a chance. And I want to get a right good tidy up going on down here as well. So I've got a lot of wood sticks and that I need sorting out too, because my wheelie bins cover things. Although they're really good, they're not quite big enough. See, how the hell does that come out of there? You know, it's like, Well, that's how it comes out. It just bounces. That's for the most part aluminium. And this is stainless steel, but there's plastic in it, so you need to break the handle off. Oh look, it's screws on. So that's stainless steel. Relatively clean. Yep. I suppose that was worth it. Was worth it. I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm going to go in for coffee in a minute, but even if I have to get the lights out, get this finished today, I'm sick of it. I just want it out of the way. I would have had it done, but the weather's not been helpful, and I've been helping my friend to his kitchen. So my aims are to get this place ready for... There is an art thing that they have every year, I think. I need to try and find out about it. If they still do it. They used to do it. It'd be pretty cool to get the place set up for that. You know. But you're getting into public liability and all that sort of thing, but have all the art set up and everything. So it's a good goal to have. If I have that goal, it could help me achieve to get this place in a presentable state. You know, that's the idea. So I'm not the most well organised person, but I could at least try and do it, you know. Basically turn the whole place into an art museum. That's the plan. Mist. Sometimes some people make life difficult for other people, and that's just the way they are, and you have to accept that. But I'm trying to minimise the damage to myself. A particular person who is just an arsehole. You know, I mean, you do get them, don't you? They're not easy to get along with. They're just like that. And the thing can escalate. That behaviour escalates. And it comes from a feeling, well, they don't have confidence. So they go around trying to exert their authority on people about all sorts of stupid things. See, I've just tried to get this fucking tiny little bit, tiny little bit of brass out of there. Cable. And get the bulk of this done and then leave these motors. We'll go in for a coffee, come back out, get the motors done. Or I could always just like throw them in the bloody bin, couldn't I? Or throw them in the scrap bin. Could be an option. There's this. Got hinges on it. I mean, I'm not your la-dee-da type of neighbour, am I? You know, pruning roses and stuff. Not that type. But you know, you have to live and let live, you know, and nobody has to. We're not all living in show homes. But I live here, so it's not. I mean, when you're moving and stuff, you do specific things, don't you, to try and get your place looking right and all the rest of it. But I mean, that sort of show house, that dream, you know, the show house type look, generally women go for it more. It's not real, is it? It's like a fake existence. Like living there with this matching colours and everything. And with the 4 circles at the door, or the 3 prong, you know, or your Tesla charging up in the outside, you know, with the bike rack, you know, all that stuff. So you're living, your existence is purely for pretty much your immediate gratification. And the rain's starting. Well, you know, I mean, at least I managed to get some of it done. You know, was it there? I've got some of it done, haven't I? Why are you bothering with that? Well, because it's aluminium. We're gonna have to end this video. The rain is the rain in Spain. So that's the thing about the floods in Spain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. So where should you know build? The plain. So you start blaming it on climate change and everything like that. No, you built in the wrong place. All these things are so you know, immigration, things like that. All these things are connected. In that they blame it on climate change when in fact it's immigration. Too many people living in the country to start building in the wrong places, busting up planning laws, ignoring planning, you know. That is what caused it. And then it's a gift that keeps on giving for them, because then they can blame it on, you know, on climate change. So they didn't throw away all the planning rules and then blame it on climate change. Wonderful. Wonderful. Diageo Championship. It's a Diageo Cup. I don't know what that's made out of. Is that aluminium or stainless steel? Because you can't make a cup with rust, wouldn't it? You see what I mean about the bloody plastic and everything? It goes everywhere. I would say that was stainless steel. This is absolute nightmare. This is a lithium battery. I'll have to take that down the tip and put it in there. Lithium. It's annoying, this light. So there's no way I'll be irresponsible and throw it in the recycling bin. I'm not that type of idiot. By the way, have you noticed everything's getting wet? Oh yeah. Have you noticed that the rain is falling mainly on my head? The rain in Spain falls mainly on my nut. My plan was that I was going to just go into the back of the garage there and keep sheltered. And I had all that planned, and I came out and it actually stopped raining. So I thought, oh, fine, it stopped raining. That's a cap and that, and a nut, a wheel stud for a, I don't know, a Peugeot or something maybe. Do I need that? Are you going to blow over? Are you blowing over? Right, we need chisel on this. steel. Yeah, it looks like plastic, so. So that was stupid. I went way over that bit of wood to put it at the back door, and I've actually got a box with wood in it there. Table. Sorry, I'm so uncomfortable. Aluminium's there. Come on, come out. Twist that over, pull it out, and see, the last time I did this, the thing pinged away and it's floating around the drive somewhere. But this time, that'll probably happen again! Yeah. So you're always going to have a bit of it. You need to get a grinder going to grind it off. Wouldn't you? But sometimes the harsh realities of a life, they come and smack you right in the face, don't they? That's what happens. I mean, I've had that on my table for ages, this, and nobody's wanted it switch, so it's the way it goes. Copper and everything on it. I wonder if it would sell better now it's out of the box. Yeah, that'd be saving me breaking it up, eh? Hey, we'll try it that way. We'll try that. It might work. Sometimes I get so much stuff that people don't always see it, and you know, sometimes you think, oh well, maybe, but I mean, you have to take it out, and not everybody likes raking, you know. It's just weird how it works. Weird. It is weird how it works. So what we've got now is, let's throw that in there. Throw that in there. Got all these plugs to do yet. So basically this thing here is part of all gazebo. Just in case of getting the van up and loading it up next week. Let's get a bit of a sweep up here. I've got a curry tonight for my tea. I made it last night, it's quite nice. Well. It's curry, isn't it? And I really want to have a good proper tidy up here at some point. So it's interesting how people can be got at and how predators operate. I find that interesting, yeah. How the guy that came round to do the work, the bloke manipulated them against the owner of the property. This is a story I've been a bit vague about. I find that fascinating how the guy, the predatorial man, must have sussed out the guy that was coming to do the work, that he could manipulate him to get materials off him for nothing at the owner of the property's expense. I find that actually quite interesting, how that happened. So basically you're looking at a weak man, a dominant predatorial man, manipulating a man who was getting tainted cleaners by his ex, which means he's a weak, well, you know, by definition he's a weak man. He's either chose the wrong partner or... I know it's a bit cruel saying that, I mean, because it all happens to the best of us, but... And then how the other guy manipulated him against the other person to get free wood for himself. And then there's also somebody else appeared that didn't get manipulated. Certain characteristics. So the predator... So the pathetic thing about this whole story is the man who manipulated the man who's brought to do the job, manipulated out a few bits of wood. So all the stakes are pretty, the thought process behind it and the actual deed is quite horrible. The winnings from the predatorial man are pathetic. You know, some pretty lights, some free wood, you know, a free pallet. Just a really pathetic individual. It's really weird, a weird person. All that animosity for a few bits of wood and a pallet. Some of the pretty lights is weird people. Honestly, the world is full of them. So it's like that thing where you think, well, why do I attract them? Well, you know, it depends on your circumstances at the time. You might be working with somebody like that. You know, you might, I mean, if you marry one, then that's very difficult, but or you could be related to one. That's not your choice, is it? You just have to be related to them. Right, so what we're going to do, I think what we're going to do, go under there, and go and have a coffee and see if this rain's going to go away a bit. So. Thanks for watching this video. You can like, share and subscribe, and we'll get the in the next video. Bye! That's the bits that I'm not sure about in that box, like bits that I'm saving. Give them another chance. Bye!